I thought that not just down the stretch, we had a couple of 2-for-1 situations as well that we handled pretty well. Down the stretch, I mean, this is a really good team, and this team, doesn't matter like if you have 10 or 15 point lead, they just stick around. They just stay around. They made a couple of tough shots. Some of those it was on us doing a little bit better of going over and not going under and allowing them to get their shots. But down the stretch, I thought that we were intentional. They did a good job of getting the ball where we wanted to get and to close the game.
Scotty and RJ both seem to make the right play, not necessarily shots, but the right pass. Did you see that from them as well?
Yes, that's always the big thing. Like Scotty and RJ, when those guys are making the right decisions, first of all, I want those guys to be really aggressive. I want them to be aggressive to score, aggressive to create, and once you're doing that, then to make right decisions. You cannot be passive and make right decisions. It's not going to work because defense is not going to be aggressive and committing to you. But when they go in that aggressive mode and touching the paint, both of them, they're big guards with great court vision, and I thought they did a really good job today finding open people.
RJ seems to take his game to another level at home. What is it about him in this building, and how do you bottle that?
I think he likes Canadian language and Canadian food, and he's really enjoying it here.
Must be. Jacoby had a bit of a rough first stint there, chasing around Hero and whatnot. Did you say anything to him? Then what did you think of the way he was able to bounce back when he came back in the second quarter?
I don't think that he struggled there at the beginning at all. Like Tyler Hero is one of the best in the world in what he does. It was just for him to do it more. To do it more, to do that extra alertness, to have antennas up. I thought that some of those shots that Tyler Hero got early in the game were tough contested shots, and he's making those. He's elite at what he does. But as game was progressing, he was able to find a little bit of rhythm on offensive end, and it just gave him extra confidence. And to be honest with you, like what his teammates are doing for him, the way they talk to him, the way they build him, it's big time. They're really huge help for him and on any other rookie that steps on the floor.
He's getting a lot of more chances with Brady out, obviously. I mean, is he ahead of, considering that he missed a lot of training camp and was out again, is he ahead of where you thought he would be in this point?
He did an outstanding job with his conditioning, to be honest with you. Like basketball, a lot of stuff he was not able to do because of the shoulder. But he did an outstanding job with conditioning, being intentional, working more with his other hand, and always asking questions, watching a lot of film. I kind of expected him to be here, at least conditioning-wise. Now he needs reps and confidence and figuring out the league and the speed of the game. But I like the swag that he's playing with. I like the confidence that he brings on the court, and his teammates, they like that as well.
Bobo seemed essential in the middle of the zone. What did you make of his job there?
We know that J-Mo is a really good decision maker, really good passer. We had idea of putting him and Scotty in those situations to make more and to provide appropriate spacing to tag their zone. I thought that he did really good job there. Also, he did outstanding job on boards on both ends of the floor.
Jacoby, it's like it seems like you kind of hit the ground running here, even though you missed a fair bit of time. And why is he just kind of been able to keep pretty smooth so far?
I think just during that whole process, I think I was getting better in different ways, and watching a lot of film with my coaches and my teammates talking through the game kind of just helped me for this experience right now. And then just being in the game more, getting more experience and starting to slow down.
Darko mentioned your teammates helping you through a lot of things too. You're just on the court talking you through things. Is there a teammate in particular that's been a guide for you?
Of course, Scotty. Him being like a leader on the team, he's directed me in a lot of positions. Davion, and then having a vet like Garrett Temple that's been through the NBA and seen a lot. Talking to him all throughout the game is definitely helping me out.
There aren't a lot of teams that have 4 rookies around, let alone 4 rookies that are playing and contributing at the same time. Mm-hmm. What's it been like sharing this experience with the other 3, and how much of you guys kind of leaned on each other throughout this process?
Oh yeah, we talk about it all the time. It's just a blessing from God just to be in this position that we're all in, being able to play, get minutes, because a lot of rookies don't have that opportunity right away. But I think it's just watching each other grow, just keeping each other happy, encouraging each other. I definitely think that's what we're doing, and we're going to keep doing it.
Did that help keep you, I don't want to say motivated, but when you're out and you're watching and you're seeing that the other guys are getting that opportunity, knowing that when you are able to be out there that you'd have that opportunity too?
Yeah, just seeing them do great in the game, seeing them do good, just kind of gave me a boost of confidence knowing they haven't been through the same. They haven't been in the game just like I haven't, but seeing them start to get better and grow each game gave me confidence coming in.
The NBA is a pretty physical league. How did it feel, on that floater? You got the little get off me shove to kind of establish yourself with a physical move like that.
Yeah, that's something we worked on. And after I missed a couple layups, that's what they was telling me to do, just get into his body, because that's something that they see me work on. So when I did it, kind of gave me the confidence, all right, it's a physical game, so this is what I'm going to have to do.
That way you snake the pick and roll later for the...
Yeah, I had the same confidence on that one.
Now that you've had a stretch of games here, what have you learned about the NBA, or what's the biggest difference that you're saying, this is different?
The pace of things and to have confidence. The only way to be good in the NBA is you got to have confidence in yourself, because being in the game, it'll show if you're not ready. So I think just understanding that everybody's going to have bad games, everybody's going to have good games, and you just got to go out and have the confidence in yourself is definitely something I learned.
Barrett told me before the game that you play with a sense of calmness. Where does that come from for you?
Kind of just how I am off the court. Just kind of, I pray a lot. I pray, and knowing that God's going to have my back no matter what. I come into the game very calm, understanding, and just letting him, whatever happens, happens.
For you guys to come out and kind of set a tone early, you guys got off to a really strong start and kind of showed you're in the game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, playing that team and having lost a couple days ago, and then being able to make adjustments, come back here and get a win was great. I think that also being on the road for a week, now coming back home, that gave us some energy as well, and just the team played well. It was team effort, man. Like Davion coming in when we were a little flat in the third, and just bringing some energy, defensive ball pressure. We got some stops and getting out and going. Chris had some big buckets, and then Scotty really started us off well. All his assists and stuff like that. So yeah, it was a total team effort. I mean, Yak was Yak. So yeah.
Do you have any explanation for your own personal home road splits? You've been kind of averaging 30 a game at home. And
be real. I had two good games just now on the road. Don't do me like that. No. No, I just been trying to, concentrate a little more, I guess, put a little more focus into it for sure. So, yeah, I just had two good ones on the road. So let me be in a good spot right now, man.
Well, you're not alone. I mean, the team has obviously played a whole lot better at home of late than on the road. I mean, young teams generally tend to struggle on the road. What is it, do you think, about being on the road? Is it the travel? Is it the different routine, hostile environment? Is there something else that you've seen over the last few weeks in terms of the difference in how you guys play?
I think you just have to bring your own energy on the road. At home, we have such amazing fans, so they really pick us up. Whenever we go on a run, it's everything feels better. Even when we're down, they're still there to pick us up. On the road, you're going against the other team's crowd, and the other team's feeling better, and you just have to bring your own energy and focus. And I think like we did in that New Orleans game, we stayed together, and we just figured it out, and we had a huge run ourselves, and that's just how it has to be.
With all of that said, and how tough the schedule has been, how nice is it to look at the schedule now and see all these home games coming up?
It's good, but you can't get comfortable, man. Can't get complacent. So it was a good win tonight. We got to go back again tomorrow, and get ready for Indiana. It's Indiana, right? Okay.
Darko's talking, I think, about you and Scotty in the fourth quarter playing with force, aggressive, assertive. Do you sense a point in the game where you need to do that? Do you sense you gotta go right now?
Yeah, I think the fourth quarter brings a different, sort of intensity. So understanding that, I think is a big thing. Yeah, definitely. I think the start of the game and the end of the game, beginning of the third, those are really moments where you gotta, kind of play with force. So yeah, just kind of trying to pick our spots and try to make the best decisions, possible.
You do that tonight in the last 3.5 minutes, I guess. Maybe bring past the boundary for the three.
We were taking turns. we were taking turns.
Scotty seems to have a special ability to throw deep entry passes to you down. So what does that do for your offense to have a guy with his size being like a quarterback almost?
Yeah, that's kind of what Bam and Jimmy do, a little bit. I know that Scotty's he's a real true point guard, man. So whenever he has the ball, just run. Run and I like make eye contact with him because he's always looking.
You said that about Grady the other day. Is that just everyone?
Run. I think just having a young team, I think that's an advantage for us. But just also having the awareness to make the passes, when we are running, that's a good thing about this team.
At the top 20 in field goal percentage at the rim, and you and Shea are the only two non-bigs that are on that list. When you don't have the luxury of being a 7-footer, what's the key to being able to finish down there?
I think one is just the ability to get there. So like Darko said, going with force, the ability to get there and just trying to make the right plays when you're down there. Because I think what'll help your field goal percentage is not going in there and taking stupid shots. You get in there and you draw the defense, pass the ball out. If you have an open layup or a floater, you take those. Try to stay away from shot blockers. Shot blockers in there, pass the ball. Stuff like that.
Miami obviously wants to get up a ton of threes. They got up quite a bit last game. You guys cut it down to 40 from 52. I mean, how do you go about trying to get them to chill with threes a bit?
Rebounds. I think last game they got a lot of rebounds and got some second chance points. So those wide open threes on those, and they do a lot of good stuff like in the corners, like setting flares and and the out action in the corner. And I think they lead the league in attempts or something for corner threes. So just try to limit those as best as we could.
Félicitations RJ pour la victoire et excellent 37 points. Vous venez de jouer contre Miami 2 fois de suite. Qu'est-ce qui a marché aujourd'hui par rapport au match dernier chez eux? Quel ajustement vous avez fait? Qu'est-ce qui a marché pour vous et pour l'équipe en général?
Je pense que tout le monde a bien joué aujourd'hui. Et ça, c'est la différence. Tout le monde a bien joué du début du match.
Sur le même thème, est-ce que toi tu aimes bien ces matchs 2 fois contre la même équipe? C'est un moyen de voir justement les progrès?
Ouais, parce que tu peux voir qu'est-ce que tu as pas fait bien dans le match dernier. Alors, et comme aujourd'hui, on a des débuts de match, on était là, tout le monde a bien joué, alors c'était facile aujourd'hui.
It's Damon Stoudemire, and thanks for watching the Toronto Raptors YouTube channel. Check out our latest videos and subscribe for more.
Stoudemire launches a three, knocks it in! Stoudemire, yes! What a David Stoudemire!